Hi guys, I'm here with Angie Lee, in my opinion one of the top personal trainers coming out of the Northeast at the minute, and she's doing things a little bit differently to normal trainers, and I really wanted to sort of get her grasp on where she's going with things. So how are you doing, Angie Lee?
Not too bad, Chris Brown.
Great stuff. If you just want to fill us in with a little bit of your background first, Angie.
Oh, hi, Chris. Well, I came into the fitness industry just recently because I was like many women around who wanted the quick fix. I went to the gym most days,
Yeah.
and I was going on the treadmill for hours and hours and hours. And then I met a personal trainer, and absolutely blew me away. So I got inspired to want to do what he did for me.
Yeah.
Most women, they slog the guts out, and I've learned in that time that you can get quick results if you have the right guidance.
Awesome. So I mean, working with Paul Mort, obviously one of the top trainers in the UK, the top fat loss expert. You've had the privilege of working with him closely for like 5 years, which, I mean, if any trainer had been working with him for 5 years, the knowledge that they get just off learning from him would be immense. So is that really is it Paul that really inspired you to become a trainer, or was it the results that you found when you felt like you couldn't get anywhere?
I think everything. I think, even when I've been with him for sort of 6 weeks, I couldn't believe how different my body was. And I thought to myself, wow, and I felt more confident. And the more I learned from him, he inspired me to want to, progress as well, saying, Ange, everything I've learned, you can carry this on and be someone successful in yourself.
Yeah.
So, I took that on board, and then obviously did my qualification. And, I feel as if I know so much that I want to share with people, and people who are like me probably now, who think, I want to be thin, I want to be more happy in my life. And I just want to sort of inject a bit of me into them.
Yeah. Excellent. I mean, coming from my point of view anyway, personal trainers can just qualify within 6 weeks, but you've had an amazing start by having almost like a personal mentorship of one of the top trainers in the UK, just by being trained by himself. So I mean, you've got a massive sort of background of knowledge there. That's great that you can help people, and obviously coming from that position where you've been in the client's shoes and you're now in the trainer's shoes, it makes you more understanding, and obviously your sort of interest in mindset and getting people right in the head before they start to do the nutrition and diet and things is a really good background. So if I was to ask you what type of clients you want to go with and what type of client you want to train, Angie Lee, what would it be?
I'd have to say that, most trainers, I assume, would just take on anybody, but I want to be quite selective in who I train, because I want someone to have the same drive that I had initially in my journey.
Yeah.
And give them everything that I've got, and don't feel as if I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
I want someone who's not after, a diet of counting points, or they want to be, the best ever in, 7 days. I want to give them the whole experience.
Yeah.
And make them and transform how they feel, in inside and outside.
Yeah. So like more like a journey. You want to take them on a big journey from where they don't feel confident about themselves, they're lacking in self-confidence, they're lacking in the fact that they feel horrendous about themselves, basically. And you want to take them through this journey and get them to experience what you've experienced.
Totally. I mean, there's so many people out there, women especially, who haven't got time, or they don't make time, or they're not confident to go to the gym. And you say, oh, I've got kids. I'm going to sit and look at. I'll come to you if you're willing to give me your time. I can give you the answer.
Yeah.
But people don't realise that there's people like me out there. And I think once I have, my results in people, then word will get round of who I am as well.
Definitely. I think that there's a lot of people out there who feel they've just got to struggle on their own, and they don't feel there's any help at all. And especially with a lot of sort of conflicting methods out there, if you like. So there's all these diet clubs that you can go to, all the popular ones that we know about. There's all these slimming pills and all this confusion. And I like I say, I'm going to go back to you being in that client's shoes. You understand all this confusion, and I mean, you've told me yourself that you were having a massive stress at the time because your head was a bit messed up and you didn't know where to go with your health and your fitness and things like that. And that's when Paul took you on a bit of a journey, really.
Oh, totally, and it's a journey I'd never ever forget. And even now as a trainer myself, I'm still learning so much from Paul, and in with where I'm going with reading and attending seminars, because I think you can never ever stop learning in this industry, because there's so many people in there that you want to be aspiring to.
Definitely. So what do you think makes you different to any other personal trainer in the Northeast, Angie Lee? Then I know you're doing a lot of really interesting sort of studying at the minute as well, and just wanted to explore that a little bit more.
I think at the moment I'm looking at this sort of mindset, because I think a lot of people just think, oh well, there's diet and that, and in training programs, but if you haven't got sort of your mind round it, or the correct attitude and mindset, it won't work.
Yeah.
And I you know, at the moment, I don't think there's many people out there who look at mindset.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And I think it's so important. If you're, like, you know, if you're stressed, that, you know, results will not be there. And I think there's so much lack of information for people at the moment who don't know about these extra factors in life.
Yeah, definitely. So you want to take people and get them conditioned in the mind right, because obviously with stress is a massive part of weight gain because of cortisol, obviously the hormone that makes us store fat, particularly around the stomach. And I know you've went through a personal problem with cortisol yourself in the past.
Exactly, I am the cortisol queen. That was one of the other things as well. It's an area still that, even, you know, having Paul as a top trainer, even there's areas that I think, well, it's still there, and you'll say, you know what it is, Angie, until you calm down and you know, stop having stress as your major problem, then I can't help you in that way, other than sort of supplements and training, you know. So it's my problem that I need to put right myself.
Yeah, but I think you've massively, like, even over the last sort of 8 weeks of surrounding yourself with more positive people, better trainers, and sort of getting yourself out of environments that are making you stressed, that's definitely helping. And I think that's where you'll massively help people and impact people's lives, because I think you've got something special in the terms of, in that mindset, I think you've got a bit of a gift in terms of getting people switched on and focused to where they want to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have anything else to add, Angie?
No, not at all. Just, you know, appreciate your time, Chris. I think at this moment in my career that, you know, I'll progress far and hopefully be a success like many people aspire to these days.
Yeah, I'm no doubt in my mind that you'll be a success, Angeli.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, thanks very much for listening. If you're considering training with Angeli, I'd definitely recommend it. She is a great trainer. Like I say, she's had the time to sort of spend with one of the top trainers in the UK, who actually charges, I mean, £3,500 for a 6-month mentorship. So Angeli's had 5 years worth of personal mentorship through being a client. So if you can see the value in that, then she's probably one of the most knowledgeable trainers around, to be honest.